What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV. In today's video, I want to talk about one thing you guys can do to get a lot better at MLB The Show 19, and also a good way to get a great card and to also make 50,000 in subs minimum. You might even make a lot more than that based on the rewards that you get. So what am I talking about exactly? Well, first of all, you need to go over to the Moments tab. Then you need to go down to Extreme, Moments Extreme. Now, some of you guys might have already done this, but if you haven't already, I highly suggest that you guys do this. It's going to get you better at the game 100%. And you guys can see, if you complete this, you're not only going to get the Jim Edmonds card, but you're going to get 20,000 in stubs. You complete this part, 30,000 in subs, plus Andrew Miller, which is a great card that you can add to your bullpen. You're also going to get a lot of rewards, a 5-pack bundle, a May Choice Pack, a Headliners Pack, a June Choice Pack, another Headliners Pack, a Home Run Derby Choice Pack. In the warning, it gets even better, an All-Star Game Choice Pack, 2 Ball and As a Habits, 1 Headliner Set Pack, 1 10-pack bundle, 1 April Choice Pack, and 1 Signature Series Pack. So the moment that you guys are actually seeing right now is called Crazy Comeback. Down 5 in the bottom of the 8th, mount a comeback with your Diamond Dynasty squad against Signature Series Kenley Jansen to win the game. It's a pretty difficult one. I did it on stream yesterday. If you guys would ever like to check out a stream, twitch.tv/MovieGamingTV. I'm going to be streaming more as we get ready for MLB The Show 20. I'm going to be streaming over there, ranked seasons, all that kind of stuff. But while this gameplay goes, I thought I'd go through some of the missions and give you guys some tips on that. So if you're watching this video, maybe pull up MLB The Show on another screen and go through the missions yourself, and I'll kind of give you guys some of the tips. So I'm going to start out by looking at the caution missions. Entering the closing moments of 3 games of the Diamond Dynasty team's closer on the mound, tally 3 saves without giving up a hit, walk, hitting a batter, or throwing a wild pitch. Just make sure you can put whoever you want in the closing position, and make sure you use somebody that you really like. This one really won't take too many games for you to get done. You're just gonna have to strike out some people on the Yankees. It's not too bad. I think I used 6 series Kenley Jansen to get it done. I didn't really have to switch around too much. This one really wasn't too bad. The ones in the caution aren't too bad, except for the very last one. 1977 World Series, Reggie, Mr. October Jackson, earned his nickname by putting the Yankees on his back with 9 hits and 5 home runs. Player locked as Jackson repeat his magical performance with 9 hits and 5 extra base hits. I actually did this in one try. You have to tally 9 hits and 5 extra base hits. I ended up hitting a lot of home runs. He's got a pretty good swing for whatever reason, so he's got a nice leg kick. This one wasn't too bad. You could always power swing if you needed to. I don't think I did power swing to get the home runs. I was just connecting. But if you're really having trouble getting extra base hits, you could try power swinging on that one. The next moment in the caution is Diamondbacks back to back. On June 10th, 2019, the Diamondbacks hit 3 home runs to start the game against the Phillies. They went on to hit a franchise record 8 home runs in this ballgame, tally 3 extra base hits and 3 plate appearances with the Diamondbacks. This one you're going to use Gerard Dyson, Ketel Marte, and you're also going to use David Peralta. They have boosted stats though. Like Gerard Dyson has like a bunch of power. This one actually is a little bit tricky. It's kind of hard to hit 3 extra base hits in a row. It just takes a little bit of patience. I'm pretty sure I didn't power swing on this one. I tried it a little bit. Eventually you're going to run into it and get it done. But this one was a little bit more tricky. But luckily you do have some boosted power stats. Like David Peralta has like 116 power. So you should be able to get this one done. In game 3 of the 2011 World Series, Albert Pujols blasted 3 home runs to lift the Cardinals over the Rangers. Player locked is Albert Pujols, tallied 10 total bases in one game. Now these total bases in one game, what usually happens is after you play it like maybe 5 or 6 times, eventually your offense just goes off. And what I mean by that is they'll score 7, 8 runs through 4 innings, and you're going to get a ton of at-bats in one game. If you don't get at least a single in your first at-bat, just restart the moment. That's usually a good way about going it. I mean, if you hit a home run, your money in that first at-bat, it's really going to help you out. But at least make sure you get a base hit in the first at bat. Otherwise, just restart. Eventually, you're going to hit a couple knocks. You really need like 2 home runs and a double, or 2 home runs and 2 singles. and you're eventually going to get it done. But what's really going to happen to get it done is the players on your team are going to get a lot of hits versus the computer, and you're going to get a ton of at bats in one game. That's usually the easiest way to get that one done. Stargell's Spectacular Series. In the 1979 World Series, Willie Stargell was named MVP and led the Pirates to the championship. Stargell tallied 12 hits, including 7 extra base hits and 3 home runs. Player-elect is Willie Stargell. Repeat this performance. Now, I got this done. I think I got this done in the very last. I got it done on my first try, but it took all 7 games. I think I was down to my last at bat, and I was able to get the extra base hit I needed. You need 12 hits, 7 extra base hits, and 3 home runs. I did not power swing much in this. I ended up getting the home run in my very last at bat. You play in Pittsburgh Stadium and you play in Baltimore, and I think you go up against a lot of like bad Baltimore pitchers, so it wasn't too bad, but this one I could see being a little tricky. And then the last moment is actually the toughest moment of the caution part of Moments Extreme, and this one is definitely a little bit difficult. Luckily, though, I was still able to get it on my first try. It's called Greatest Comeback of All Time. On June 2nd, 2016, the Seattle Mariners were trailing the Padres by 10 runs after the 5th inning, but ended up coming all the way back to win. Your turn. Load up your Diamond Dynasty squad and complete this comeback for the ages. So you basically get a comeback from 10 runs. You start in the 5th inning. I ended up taking this game to like 13 innings somehow. It just went on and on and on. I tied it up, and then we had to go all the way to extra innings. I pitched my tail off. Just make sure that you guys have your best hitters, and make sure that you really need to like take pitches and have good at bats and really focus. That's going to be what, if you fail this mission, let's say you fail this mission like 4 or 5 times, that's what's going to make this mission really difficult, because you got to wait for the computer to come set. You got to really force yourself to have good at bats, not swing at the first strike that you see. That's going to be the key to getting this one done, is you're really going to have good at bats and try to get it done the best that you can. So now we're going to move on to the warning part of the missions. On May 8th, 2019, Joey Gallo became the first player ever to take 100 home runs before hitting 100 career singles. That's a pretty crazy stat. Inspired by this unusual feat, hit 7 home runs in 10 games. Player like this, Joey Gallo. This one I didn't even power swing. I know I didn't power swing in this, and they give you 10 games to hit 7 home runs. I think I had one game where I hit like 3 or 4 home runs in one game. This one was pretty easy, and they give you plenty of time to get this one done, so this one's not too bad at all. Some of the ones in warning are hard, and some of the ones in warning aren't that bad. The next one is called Staff's Sheer Dominance. You have a dream starting rotation of Verlander, Gibson, Feller, Lefty Grove, and Nolan Ryan. Unleash their dominance against an all-live series MLB squad. Tally 35 strikeouts in a 5-game series while player elected each starter. Now, the tips I can give you on this one is you don't have to pitch the entire game. Once you feel like the pitcher's out of gas, you can actually quit the game. And once you start getting enough strikeouts, you know, I think I got to like 11 or 12 strikeouts left, and I had 2 runs that I could still give up, because you got to strike out 35 batters, and you do not want to give up more than 5 runs or you fail the mission. So what ended up happening is I got down to Lefty Grove, the 4th starter. I needed 11 strikeouts, and I couldn't give up 2 runs. And I ended up giving up a 2-run bomb with like 3 strikeouts left, right? So I closed the app. When I closed the app, it didn't count the mission. So eventually you're going to get it down, pared down to where you need like 10 or 11 strikeouts. You might have 2 or 3 runs to give up. If you give up the runs, just close the app. Otherwise, get the strikeouts down as low as possible for Nolan Ryan. This one isn't too bad when you consider that you can quit out after you hit a certain point, and also, you know, that you can close app if something goes wrong and kind of go back to where you left off. So that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good tip for this one. Is August 22nd, 1912, Honus cycle, and August 1912, Honus Wagner hit for the cycle against the New York Giants, now the San Francisco Giants. Player locked as Honus Wagner, tallied 10 total bases in a 9-inning game. It's a lot like the Pujols one. Eventually your offense is going to go off. You're going to get a ton of at-bats. Just try to place it in a gap. He's so fast. You play this one in polo ground, so anything that you can get to the gap, he's going to get a lot of bases, probably hit a couple home runs that way. You might hit some home runs to the cheap parts of left field and right field in the corners. So they're always very, very, I mean, they're obviously like, it's not that far to hit a home run there in polo grounds. The next one is Crazy Comeback, which you guys are seeing right now. Now, this one was really, really difficult. This one took me multiple hours to finish. Down 5 in the bottom of the 8th, mount a comeback with your Diamond Dynasty squad against Signature Series Kenley Jansen to win the game. This one was really, really difficult because you got to be so patient. He takes a long time to throw the ball in between pitches, But one thing I really noticed is he does throw that cutter a lot. That's his primary pitch that he is going to throw a lot. Probably like 17 cutters to 4 sliders to 4 sinkers. He's going to throw the cutter, so make sure that you sit on the cutter. Put the best offense that you can and try to stay as patient as you can and get good at bats throughout the game. Eventually you will run into a good inning and be able to beat him, but this is one of the more difficult ones to get accomplished. Our second to last mission is David versus Goliath for the Yukon Yetis common player roster to defeat the Cooperstown Legends in a signature series squad in a 3-inning game. This one you're probably gonna win like 1 or 2 to 0. It took me like 3 or 4 tries to get it done. You got the knuckleballer in your pin, a couple other guys with good H per 9, K per 9. Make sure that you use those guys to pitch with. That's really gonna help you out. Go and look through your lineup. You have a couple guys that are really fast. You maybe use one of them to pinch run, and then always go into the bullpen and try to find the guys with a good H per 9, K per 9 to make sure that you use those guys. So go look at their attributes and use those guys the best you can. This one's not too bad to get done. You just got to pitch well, play defense, and get like 1 or 2 runs, and you'll probably win the game. Your squad win a 9-inning game with your Diamond Dynasty squad and tally 4 extra base hits, score 5 runs, steal 1 base, strike out 8 batters, and do not walk 2 batters against the signature series squad. This one wasn't too bad. I actually got this one done in my first try. The one thing that I recommend to you guys is steal that first base early, and also make sure you take your time with it. Try to hit good at bats. Don't just swing at the first strike in the zone. Take your time with it. Strike out batters. I like to throw a lot of high and inside and low and away sliders to get it done. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you guys have any tips, put them down in the comment section below. If you guys have finished this out, it will probably help somebody out watching this video that hasn't done the moment. So if you guys have any tips, be sure to leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to put a video up on the screen now. If you guys would like to see my next video, go ahead and click it. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.